Hey guys, welcome to my first video. I'm playing old Barney, part of Timesco Sim Group, who's another commercial pilot who enjoys flight sim videos. So here we are in the cruise in the FSLabs A320 from Basel to Nice. My first video, so please bear with me. It's not going to be perfect, but I hope you enjoy it and feel like you've maybe learned something. As you've probably seen, I'm a real-world commercial airline pilot flying the Airbus series for a UK-based airline. I love flight sim and I've always wanted to make a video, and with the whole coronavirus thing I've got plenty of time, so I thought why not. Please like, subscribe and put any questions, feedback in the comments below. I will get back to you and I will hopefully reply on the next video. So here we are, starting the brief. Please really enjoy. Right, I'm going to start by filling in the destination data as it wants me to do. So it's got the latest, landing 22 right there, H1014, back set that here, standby, reference, 2208, the temperature 16 degrees, MDA, what does it say on my chart, 1260. We've got comp full with a go and altitude of 3,000 feet. Okay. What else do I want to do? I want to put some fixes in just for reference. So I love fixes. Basically, I use them to plot out MSAs and stuff like that. And MSA is basically safety altitude. I use them to mark out where important things are. Especially going into Nice, it's really important the amount of terrain that's around. So a good one for that into Nice is the November Charlie, which is 338, which is an NDB, so that one. And I'm going to use the 25 DME ring, and then mark it, so it's 5. So if I go to plan on this, go to Nice, got my arrival, followed by this approach, and then November Charlie, this bit is by, so that pie, slice of the pie there, according to the chart, means I can go down to 3,000 feet. No, it's ocean. But this bit, however, is 10.7, so it's quite considerable difference. But it's just a way, situational awareness really, it's a bit of music thing. Also on the RNAVs, I'm going to use, put the Azure Alpha Zulu Romeo VOR, just for reference as well, just for even a rough idea where the field is. Put that there. Got that. Leave the other ones free tune. Landing 22 right, so I put that in my bearing fix page. I've already done performance. Fuel, leave it as it is in the secondary. I'll just make a copy of it. Fuel wise, we've got plenty. We've got 27 minutes of extra, so I could do a couple of approaches if I needed to, so that's good. Landing itself, so I'm landing flat full. I'm going to go, let's just have a look, landing 22 right. It's not overly long, but it's not short, but we do want to park down the end, so I'm going to go low. I'm going to land flat full, low horse brake, idle reverse or full reverse, depending on what I can select using the thrust levers off my visual approach. I think that is everything. In real life, obviously, we'd have a chat, a bit more of a chat how we're going to fly it. Whereas with this, I'll just do it as I think necessary. Most of the time a brief is just sharing how you're going to fly the aircraft with your partner who's sat here, but seeing as this is single pilot, I'm on my own, I'll just try my best to do it how I want to do it. So yeah, let's just sit back and enjoy the arrival. Right, so that is the top of the centre arrow. Look at my chart, it's 220 below at Gadpo. There, so I'm going to push descent, bring up constraints. There it is, 220. Don't need the LS push buttons, they can remain off. I'll leave it to do its thing. I'm not a huge fan of the vertical management of this autopilot. In real life it's not overly accurate. A lot of the time you end up having to do it in selected modes, which is basically pulling everything. So if I pull that, go to open descent, so that's classed as a selector mode, you push it, descent mode. So easiest way to think about it is if you're pulling it, you're in control of it. If you're pushing it, you're giving the control to the computer. So pushing's managed, pulling's selected. So that's how we fly. So we call, if you start mucking around up here, twisting everything, get what's going on with the computers here, we call it FCU bingo, because you're just grabbing at stuff, hoping that it will work. But biggest thing is it's all about your FMAs, which are these flight management pronunciations basically up there. Sorry, Nice approach wants me to which I'll do now. Walk away on there. Right, okay, so Gatus.
Charlie Oscar Bravo, contacté 10 au 118.7, à bientôt. À bientôt et merci.
There isn't one, great, okay. Alright, well we'll just give them the QH, was all for. East approach, good afternoon, it's EZY604 November, descending flight level 220 to Gapto, VVAR 6 Romeo for 22 right, and we have QNH 1014.
EZY604 November, hello, sir, identify continuation to flight level 160.
So you're sent down to 160 and we're in A320, EZY604 November.
EZY604 November, expect radar vectoring, RNAV Delta, runway 22 right.
Expect radar vectoring for the RNAV Delta runway 22 right, EZY604 November. Right, that's exactly what we've got in the box. Just to check, we did check it earlier. There it is, RNAV Delta 22 right. So, he's obviously going to cut us in, because I know that at least this arrival takes you quite far out to sea before bringing you back, so going to get us down. So, open descent, thrust out. Just going to wind the speed up a bit. How long do we have? 1723. We take 5 minutes off that with a bit of a shortcut, so in about 9 minutes I'll do the cabin. And now, okay, so MSA wise, 101 according to that. And on my chart, yeah, 14.7, 12.9, so okay. Highest peaks probably around us now, so we're good to...
EZY604 November, radar vectoring, turn right, heading 175.
Right, heading 175, EZY604 November. Okay, some interesting vectoring there, but
good afternoon, Marshall 6215.
guessing I'm going to take us overhead the field and a left turn to Sotok. So what I will do, clean up the flight plan a bit.
Hello, sir, identify,
I'll extend the centre line from Sotoks, just because then give me a bit more of an accurate arrival route. So what would that be? 348 minus 180 is 168. That looks good. Right, so what I've done there, I've basically extended the centre line from Sotoks. So the flight plan is now cleared all the way down to Sotoks. And now I can just follow that, use that as my guidance. So worst case, 56 miles to touchdown, so just on the high side now, but I'm not going to dive it off whilst we're over these hills, so over the mountains. So. But that's done exactly what I thought it would. It's basically bring the arrival time right down. I don't know what it is doing with the old timings, but right, it's settled on 1714, so that's fine. What I'll do, just to get out of the way, I'll get the cabin crew working stuff. Let's see what's beautiful scenery, switching lights.
Ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be...
So what we'll do is once we've done the RNAV, big thing with an RNAV approach is it's just how and when you press the It's how and when you press the approach button, which is this button here. So we're most likely going to be cleared direct Nanax or Sotox, and then he'll clear us for the approach. So what I'll do is, the point is, we want to press the approach button once we're on the nav line, so he'll clear us at Nanax, but once we're inbound to the Foxtrot November, descent flight level 110, EZY604 November, 110, there are blues there, okay. I'll hit the approach button and we should get at nav final blue, so it should be in standby down here, and the little down arrow should be where it wants to go down, which is Foxtrot November 22 Delta at this point. But you'll see, hopefully it will work. I'll then fly it down using the RNAV all the way down to here, which is the minima 1260, at which point I'll make sure that we're visual with the runway, which is the one on the right. Then I'll turn the flight directors off, disconnect the autopilot, and fly it in visually. Hopefully do a reasonable job of it. So how are we looking? So we're good visual with all the terrain, so you can see Nice on the nose there. Cool.
Descending flight level 110, Austrian for Delta Whiskey.
So the big thing about this job is it's all about being prepared and being able to change your plan at the last minute, because for instance, like, our original routing was going to take us all the way out over here and then in like that, whereas this one's now over here, which is not a massive deal, but you can imagine that in the height of the summer, if there's thunderstorms and cells around, it can be quite hectic with weather and terrain. So it's just about workload management is the big buzzword in flying.
04 November, descent flight level 80.
Descent flight level 80, EZY604 November. Down the valleys. Nice. Full view.
6215, contact Milano 127.45. Bye bye.
So to Sotox, we expect to be cleared down to 3,000 feet. Right, well.
127.45. 127.45. Thank you. Show 6215. Bye bye. Austrian Delta Whiskey, descent flight level 80. Descending flight level 80, Austrian for Delta Whiskey.
I reckon he'll turn us down here now, turn us to the 130, 140 sort of thing. But who knows?
EZY604 November, you are number 1 for the approach.
Roger, EZY604 November.
Austrian Delta Whiskey, number 2 for the approach. Number 2.
Right, let's have a look at the flight. So flight plans all sequence. RNAVs, we've got the EZY, which is identified. Primary high we have, which we need for the RNAV approach, which is all in there. We've got the landing runway in there. Performance, we need to do this. Activate the approach phase, which I've now done. So that has made all that active. Around set.
Left heading 130.
Left heading 130, EZY604 November. So that's all done. So we're just about to level off. So I'm going to manage the speed, start slowing down. This approach never gets old in real life. It's absolutely beautiful. And on this, really. Hey. Speed out.
EZY604 November, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014.
4,000 feet, QNH 1014, EZY604 November. Right.
The QNH is 1014.
Yep, QNH 1014, EZY604 November. So, 4,000 feet it is. Something, 4,000 feet, 1014, which is set 3 times. And I've just selected 250 knots just to keep the speed coming down. So I'm sort of trying to come down, keep the speed up, raise the nose by managing the speed, then I'll do it again. That's how I deal with it if the aircraft's getting high. It's all about different preferences on how you fly, really. What I will do is put the landing lights on, because in real life they're nicknamed the Italian speed brakes for some reason. There is a story behind that, and it normally gives you an extra 100, 200 feet a minute, amazingly, just by putting the landing lights out. Because on the Airbuses, I'm sure you know, they stick out the wing, so it creates enough drag to boost the rate of descent slightly. Right, and I'll expect to turn Sotox any second.
EZY604 November, turn left, heading 060.
Left heading 060, EZY604 November.
Austrian Delta Whiskey, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Descending 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, Austrian for Delta Whiskey.
Speed out star. 18 miles, so I'll start coming 220 knots. Just manage the speed, we'll start decelerating, why not?
EZY601 November, descent 3,000.
Send 3,000, EZY604 November. So I'll do that in vertical speed. VS minus 500, speed's coming back. Select.
EZY604 November, direct Nanax, clear RNAV Delta runway 22 right, report Nanax.
Direct to Nanax, clear for the RNAV Delta, runway 22 right, EZY604 November. Wilco. Right, so we're clear direct to the Nanax, which is what we wanted. So we're going to get down to 3,000 feet. We need to be 3,000 feet at Nanax, so won't rush down, don't want too much of a level segment.
Right heading 220, Austrian for Delta Whiskey.
Start configuring. Manage speed. Flat one.
Austrian Delta Whiskey, descent 3,000
Come
feet.
back to 180 knots.
Descending 3,000 feet, Austrian for Delta Whiskey.
Cabin.
Hi, it's Norman. Yep, that's the cabin secure for landing.
Cheers, Norman.
Hello, Austrian 42 Golf, level 1960, sending 160 inbound body. Austrian 42 Golf hello,
Right.
identified
It's fine.
flight level 110.
Continue descent level 110, Austrian 42 Golf.
Austrian 42 Golf, expect radar vectoring, RNAV Delta, runway 22 right.
Vectors RNAV.
So that's out. So we're at 3,000 feet. The brick's sort of where we're at because the top of descent, top of drop on this approach is 3,000 feet. So we're cleared for the approach. We're direct to Nanax. So we can actually do this now. There we go. Final app it's gone straight into. It's fine. But it shouldn't go down until this point here. Fox remember 22 Delta. Point there.
Right heading direct.
So the key is you have to be intercepted to that point before that point. You can't be cleared direct to the Foxtrot November 22 Delta. And that's why I said you have to be cleared direct to Nanax. That's the key from our navs in the Airbus. Otherwise you can accidentally delete the segment there, the flight path angle. Right, let's get flap 2 out, just make it a bit more comfortable on that angle. And because it's fully managed, which basically means that it's the autopilot is controlling vertical navigation and the lateral navigation, we can fly the approach decelerated, which means that we don't need to be fully configured by the point we go down. So I can fly the approach like a normal ILS almost, because the autopilot will do it. Whereas say we're doing a localizer only approach, 1 minute, EZY604 November is Nanax.
EZY604 November, contact East Tower 118.7, bye bye.
1187, EZY604 November, bye.
Beeline 68 Echo requesting.
I will come back to 160 now.
Line 68 Echo, taxi old shot, golf.
Right, so we should start going down on Fox November 22 Delta. In real life, I would have thought there would be an arrow there saying that that's the descent point, but maybe I'm wrong. But I would have thought there would be one there. Needs Tower, hello, EZY604 November on the RNAV Delta inbound for runway 22 right.
EZY604 November, Nice Tower, bonjour. Number 1, continue approach, runway 0, correction, runway 22 right, report short final.
When you approach 22 right, EZY604 November. Right, will it start going down?
EZY604 November, report short final, runway 22 right.
Wilco, EZY604 November. Right, is it going to go down? Yes, okay, good. So, I should have put this in, which is that point. Might remember 22 Delta. So 4 miles from it should be 2540 feet. To be honest, it's completely visual, so in real life I'll probably just take the visual approach from here, but considering I'm trying to show the RNAV, I will just do it properly. So 4 miles, 2540 feet.
2,500.
That's the rad out, so that's good, sensible, makes sense. So 4 miles, 254. Yeah, that's reasonably good. Good enough for me. And what I will start doing is configuring. So we'll go gear down. Flap 3, and I'll take the final flap after the turn. We've got the missed approach altitude set of 3,000 feet. Speed brakes.
2,000.
Okay, so this is what I meant by decelerated approach. You can fly it as if you would an ILS because we're managed, whereas if it's selected like localizer FBA, you can't because it's very hard to maintain a constant whilst changing the config. The key is to keep coming round until you don't try and descend because you'll get low. Just maintain 1260
Without delay, cross runway 22
till
right,
you're
taxi
established
old shot,
inbound,
hotel 3, runway 22 left.
which I will show you.
Cross runway 22 right, and continue taxi to hotel 3. Beeline 68
100 above.
Right, 100 above, and I'm gonna say that I'm happy. So autopilot's coming out, flight director's off. Third on. Just gonna level off there a bit. Gonna set 220 in here for the final approach, for the final track of the runway. Just gonna level off. At the moment we're currently two reds, one white. Shouldn't have really gone below 1,000 feet just yet, but it's fine. We're flat full now. Landing checklist, we've got no blues, which is good. So, looking like we're on the two reds, two whites.
November, wind 220 degrees 08 knots, runway 22 right, clear to land.
22 right, clear to land, EZY604 November. So now I'm going to start hugging the coastline. Two reds, two whites. Set my rate of descent 700 feet a minute. Three reds, one white. Relax that a bit. Try not to overshoot too much. There we are. So we're just overshot slightly. However, we're back on the profile.
Line up runway 22 left and wait.
Line up 22 left and wait. Beeline 680.
Okay, so final approach established. Wind's looking good on the nose. I'm going to land hopefully reasonably well, but I'm not very good at landing flight sim for some reason. But we'll see how it works.
300.
Key with the Airbus is not to overcorrect
200.
because it's all fly-by-wire, so I'm just going to leave it at that attitude for this time being.
100.
At about 30 feet, I'm going to start raining the nose, 20 feet close for us levers.
40. 30.
Tower, good afternoon. Austrian 4 Delta Whiskey, RNAV Delta 22 right.
3 and 4 Delta Whiskey, Miss Tower,
Okay.
bonjour. Number
Versus a green,
number
decel.
two, approach, runway
Close her up.
22 right, report short
I
5.
kick the auto brake out.
Reporting shot final for Delta Whiskey.
That was probably one of the best landings I've done on flight sim. Don't know why. Okay, so this is our exit. Burn your brakes. Get rid of the reversers. Vacate here.
Line 68 Echo, are you ready for an immediate departure?
We are ready.
Whilst we're vacating, I turn those
Line
strobes.
68 Echo, wind 220 degrees.
Sorry, strobes and loading
runway
lights.
22 left, clear for takeoff.
Strobes and loading lights off, yeah.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, runway 22 right, beeline 680.
And EZY604 November, runway vacated.
C40 November, welcome to Nice. Do you have a gate?
We are happy with whatever you'd like. We can happy to go up to 40.46 Alpha if possible.
46 Alpha is approved.
46 Alpha, EZY602 November. Thank you. Right, get rid of those. Get rid of these. Flaps in, those down. That can go to. Get the APU going. So 42 Alpha. It's down here on down Charlie on the.
Austrian 5 Public Services stand 100 Alpha right, copy is clearance.
See if I can get it up.
Scan 55 Victor, hello sir, I'll call you back.
Good.
Go forward.
Beeline 68 Echo, contact Nice approach 134.47, au revoir.
134.47, beeline 68 Echo, au revoir.
3 and 4 Delta Whiskey, number 1, wind 220
Well,
degrees.
I hope you enjoyed that first video of mine. It wasn't perfect, but I hope it answered some questions and you felt like you got something out of it. But please
Last station calling for
like and subscribe, as people love to say on YouTube. But I'm happy to try and answer questions and help out where I can. But I presume that is the stand I'm going for.
5 Victor, startup is approved. Omnidirectional departure, runway 22 left. After installation,
Right.
left
Got a
heading
Marshall, which looks good.
170, climb altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1014.
TAPU coming alive.
1,000.
Roger, dispatch runway 22 left, clear to destination.
Don't want to blind the ground crew, they get really annoyed by that, so
3,000 feet, squawk 1,000. Startup is approved with QNH 1014, Austrian 55 Victor.
Scan 55 Victor, headback is correct.
oh, stop short. Okay. Right. Brakes set. APU's available. Shutting down. Off. The APU. Go. Also, you can clear the squawk at 2000. Off. There we are. Completely shut down on our flight from Basel to Nice. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I look forward to the next time.